Thank you for joining. Welcome in, welcome in. Get out of your way so you can take a look at the shelves. And then we'll start running some items. I got things listed in my buy it now listings, and the auction items as well. So please take a look at those. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If y'all see anything y'all want me to run first, let me know. Let's start this one. Let's go ahead and pin that. This here. I have three of these. These here's your choice. One, two, beautiful colors. Let's go ahead and start the auction for that. Oh, nope. Sorry, it's running for 30 seconds. So we have three different ones. It's your choice of colors for these. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Sorry, it's running for 30 seconds. That's for one. This is another one. So it's choice of. And these are all Westminster. All right, thank you for looking at those. Anybody wants to see items again, just let me know. Let's do skeleton key, please. Oh, yes, that's actually my buy it now, I believe. Let me see. Um, yeah, that one there. Witchy Welch. That's in the buy it now if you like it. All right, there you go. Thank you so much. And I'm going to remember your name because I've got a whole bunch that I just found that I'll show them to you when I get them, so you can have a choice of purchasing them or not. Okay, let's go back to the buy it now. Let's see here. Let me show these. This here are beer steins from Anheuser-Busch. That is for the pair. Here's one with the Clydesdales. I got these from Busch Gardens. Well, we have Busch Gardens here, but these are from that's there. So I have one, and here is the other one. Um, they're very nice and in great condition. Let's go ahead and start the auction on that. Let me lower this down. So this is for the pair. That's currently running for the pair. Anheuser-Busch for joining. All right, I'll put these to the side. If anybody wants to see those again, let me know. Um, let's do, let me run this. I actually have two of these, but we'll start this. This here is for our coffee cup. You got your tropical fish. This here is Sakura. And I do have two of these. Anybody's interested in these for their coffee mugs. All right. Thank you for looking at those two. Put those aside here. I will start this. This here's a memory box. I'm trying to see if you can um get you can hang it one way or the other. So they have them on the both, or you can sit it up as a picture. And this opens. You can open it up and put your memory things in there. That's you put a picture in that. Let's go ahead and start that. And that is currently running. For this is a memory box. It's in a shadow box that you can, and it just opens here. All right, thank you for looking at that. This here is a 10. This here is actually Sicily. So here's a 10 here, which is a nice size. Where did my ruler go? Um, this here is a, yeah, it's 10 by 7. So we have this is a 10. We'll start this. This is currently running. That's the top. You got the scenes all the way around. And it's a metal 10. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see what else we have here. This here is, it's a vase. You've got your tortoiseshell glass on that. This we're running. And this vase is like 7.5 inches tall. See the, how it's a tortoiseshell. And I have a matching candle thing. Oh, this here is a matching candle. You stick the pillar candles in this. If anybody wants me to run that, just let me know. Let's see what else we have here in the listings. All right, this here's a pair of vintage New Orleans figurines. They're the bisque. You have your grandpappy and your grandmommy on those. We're going to start this, and this is for the pair. These here are a nice size. Um, they're 7 inches tall. But you have the mom with her umbrella, and the daddy's got his umbrella too, or grandparents. All right, thank you for looking at those two. Um, let's see. I'm gonna run this. This here is a blue calla lily ceramic porcelain. There's the bottom of it, still has its label on it. We will run this. All right, that's currently running for that. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Take a look at my buy it now listings, and also my auction listings are on there. Let me know what you want to see. All right, put that to a side. We do have, no, this is a tiger lily. That was a calla lily, I think. This here is in peach or orange. We'll start this one. That's currently running. No visible flaws on these. Nice just to add to bookshelves. And all right, thank you for looking at that one. All right, let's see. Here's Jingle Bell. I don't know where you would hang this from, or from your kitchen cabinets, or that's currently running. And there is a bell inside. All right. Let me show you. Let's see. Let me pin this. This here is This is a vintage Dewberry Face powder compact. They're a cardboard, but there's the back of it. And this was in rose beige. It's from New York and Paris. That's the front. It does still have some of the powder and the compact inside. We'll go ahead and start that. And that is currently running. This here, it's 4 inches tall. So it's not real small. But that's a vintage Dewberry face powder compact. All right, thank you for looking at her. Uh, let's see. Oh, I have these. And I do have the pair. These here are martini glasses that all right. There it goes. You have a pair of martini glasses with the olives painted on them. And here's the other one. They're in great condition, other than my fingerprints are on them. So these are going to be for the pair. You get the set of two martini glasses with the olive themes. And these are hand painted. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. All right. Thank you for looking at those. Keep these up here so they won't get in the way. All right. Let's do this. If you see anything in the show you would like for me to rerun, let me know. Or in my buy it now listings, I'll be happy to, the ones I have down here, I'll be happy to show you. The other ones may be upstairs. Let's see where else. Okay, let's start this. This here is a vintage set of ladies stretch gloves. They're new. They still have the tags on them. Stretch ladies. Um, they're in great condition. Comes in the original packaging. Did I not start those? I'm running it again because I can't remember if I started. Here they are. Soft stretch ladies gloves, the original packaging, which have the embroideries, flowers on them. New with still the label on them. All right. Now I know it ran. All right. Let's see what else we have here. We did those. Let me show you these. These here are Pottery Barn retired. These are 12-inch plates. You have the paisley print, and it's the reds, blues, and greens. Here's the back. I do have 4 of these, all in great condition. And we'll run that, and that will be for the one plate. Beautiful reds, the blues, and the greens together. Those will make a statement in your kitchen. All right, thank you for looking at those. Let's see. What else do I have here? Let me show you this. This here. This is just the one. Okay. So this here is an ephemera holder. This I made it with the 50th anniversary salt and pepper shakers. And then I just put the table things, and then you can hold your ephemera in there. It'll be neat to have the ones with 50th anniversary that you may hold your parents or grandparents' picture for their 50th anniversary on those. And then I did make another one that is larger. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Because this one, it came with another, it was a hat pin holder that it didn't have the bottom, but I was able to put 3 See, I was able to put 3 rings in it, so you can actually put 3 photos, antique photos in it, or current photos if people even have those anymore. But that is running. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let me see what else. Let me show. Um, Let me start a giveaway. I forgot what. Why didn't I? Why didn't my giveaways pop up? All right, I'm trying to look for one because I know I did them. All right, so it's not going to let me right now. All right, let's see here. Um, Let me. That is an option. This here is ceramic blue jay bird. That's the bottom. No issues with that. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. Um, some of these I have here. Okay. Right here, this here is your vintage cut crystal glass vase. It has a starburst pattern on that. Right. Thank you for looking at that. Let me get some water. If there's anything in particular you would like to see, let me know. This here is a vintage photo album. It does have wear on it and the glass needs to be clean, but here's this. And that's just from the sticker. But inside it's really clean. It had all, it's like it's never been used. Um, oh, and this is actually silver plate from Gottinger right there. Um, Let me run this. I'll run that for $3. Rose plate photo album, velvet in the inside, very clean. It's from Gottinger. Great, thank you for looking at that. Sure was. This here is a little this is a real antique. It's vintage Lily Putin confectionery box, like for candies. Here's this. Still where you can still, it's like an inch and a half in diameter. And that's the inside. And then you have that. But this they used to carry their mints in. I'll put that here. Um, Let me see. Let me pin that. That is your vintage wooden motar and pestle set. That's the inside. That's the bottom. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. We're going to run this. For you to crush your herbs, your garlics. And that is vintage. Okay, look at this. This here, there's no marks on it, but I looked it up and I forgot who it said they were. This is a pitcher. That's the inside, stainless steel, shaped like a penguin. This unturns, that unscrews off, and that tightens up. This, we're going to start this. Let me see. We're going to, this will start at 18. Let's see. All right, so this is currently running. Stainless steel, penguin, pitcher, or a shaker. Has its feet. All right, thank you for looking at that. I can put it there. Here is a tray. Let me edit that. Okay. So this is your angels. It is from Italy. It's engraved in the back. Yeah, with the label home essentials. So we'll run this, and it's a plastic tray. A few more seconds on that one. Okay. I put that there. Let me show you. Um, oh, look, this I have a brass towel rack holder. This we're going to why that was on the wrong thing. Okay. All right. So this we're going to, all right, we'll start the auction for this. All right, so this is your brass towel holder. It does have vintage wear on it. It needs to be cleaned. I didn't do any of the cleaning on it. That's your brass towel holder. Okay. Let's see if we have these here. I do have 3 of these. They're the vintage Kenya dish, the federal glass on there. No issues with these, and there are 3 of them. Yeah, I do have 3. Okay. That's it. Let's do this here's federal glass as well. Where'd that go? Oh, here it is. This here with your fruit pattern. Yeah, and I have 2 of these. All right, thank you for looking at those. Here. Let's see. What else? Other listings of this. This here is your carnival ruffled edge bowl. It's in great condition with the tiara pattern. All right, thank you for looking at her. That's one of my favorites. Okay. Let's see. This one here. I'll run this one. She has a wood-based stand on her and is 12 inches tall. She's in perfect condition. She has the cherubs there and the little doves. Thank you for looking at that one. I have two smaller ones if you're interested. Let me know. These are the vintage Ashley Bells. That one's holding a cross and this one's holding a seashell. So let me know if you want to see any of those. All right. This here is a studio art piece, pottery. It has with blue glazing. Let me see. Okay, let me edit this. All right, let's see where it went. Here it is. We'll start the auction with this. So here's your studio art piece. This is with your glaze, your blue glaze on there. Thank you for looking at that. Let's do have thing there. Let's see what else I haven't ran yet. Oh, let's try these. I do have 4 sets of these. These are Sarah Cruz China. Um, oh shoot, it's set for 30 seconds. I have 4 sets. So you have this platter, and they're heavy platters, and then it has the matching bowl. So they're like that. And I have 4 sets of these. Great for parties. All right. Put that here. All right. Let's see. I think that's all of my listings. Let me double check. Oh, let me run this. This here, um, these are vintage as well. And I have 2 of these. So they're to this vintage KIJ. They're from Indonesia, pressed glass bows with a fleur-de-lis design on them. And I do have 2. All right, thank you for looking at those. Put those there. Um, let's see what else I can run for $3. All right, these are one of those forget what you call them there. The fish bobbers, whatever you got, I can't remember right now. Let's see. We'll go ahead and start this. We'll run this one. It's about 5 inch, and I have a larger one as well. You hang them, they're hand blown glass. All right, thank you for looking at that. This here is a decanter that I have. This here, the cork did break on that, but it's a Japanese decanter. I'm going to run that for $3 if anybody's interested in this. You've got the horse. These are pretty shelf sitters, just to have them on the shelves. All right, thank you for looking at that. All right. I have these glasses. I have a set of 4 that I can run each one for 3. So I have a set of 4 of these. They just need to be washed. All right, thank you for looking at that. Um, I have this coffee mug. It's from Snoom Bone China, and these are from like Australia. It's a kiwi bird. We'll start that. Thank you for looking at him. Let's see, did that. This here is a vintage wooden trinket box. Start that. That is currently running. Hand carved. Thank you for looking at that. Let's see what else I may have missed. Those are all ran. Oh, let me do this. I'll start. This here is a seahorse carved of a piece of driftwood that is currently running. You can put one of those hanging things on it there to hang it, or you can put it in a plate holder. Let's see. Run this. This here is a frame with blue rhinestones and a blue and that's not brass, but it's blue and pink owl. We'll run this frame. It's a 5x7 that's currently running. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for looking at that one. This here. This here is a pewter. And it's a Wellforth. It says Wellforth. It's a pewter bottle cork with the chain on that. That's currently running. It's got the great designs on there, all pewter. That. I have this vintage wooden horse. This used to be on a child's bike or wagon from the 30s. That's currently running. Check out my buy it now listings and see if any auction items you would like for me to rerun. Let's see. I think you pretty much got through everything. Let me show you. Let's see. What do I have close by here? Got things in my buy it now listings at great prices there. Of course, the one thing I'm looking for, I can't find it. Have dog costumes in there too. I got some great ephemera let me run that. I'm going to run this as an auction. This here is your vintage Federal glass, your yellow starburst sunflower pattern in great condition. All right, thank you for looking at her. Um, let's see. Oh, let me pin this one. This is the one I want to show you up front. This here is a Lefton. It's vintage Lefton. Your vineyard coffee pot, teapot thing is still there. It's in great condition. The bottom of the thing here has a little chip, the bottom of the top. That's in beautiful condition. All right, guys. If you want me to show you anything, let me know. If not, I'll catch you next time. Please check my profile and bookmark my future shows. I appreciate it. I got another jewelry show coming up next Saturday, and another auction in a couple of days. So thank you so much for being with me here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.